Hello and welcome to the show. If you're a guy watching this video, then you know what we mean when we say double standards. If you're a lady, then you are about to learn. I'm your host, and today we have a video from Mankind.
This is Put a Finger Down Stupid Edition. Are you stupid? Let's find out. Put a finger down if you're—
Boy, I feel like a horse's patoot.
Yeah, she does like me.
Do you think that we should have maybe a male election for president and then maybe a fun election for women where they can
Oh my God, he's on to something.
Baby, don't piss me off. Seriously.
No, where they could vote for
No, don't piss me off.
for favorite celebrities and stuff like that. Maybe,
You're the most sexist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm so ready for the day when a large, massive, angry, raging mob of women kill these motherfucking men with their bare hands.
Give me a smile, baby. Why angry face?
I'm ready for the day. I'm willing to lead the charge. Okay, ladies? These men can't live in the world that we're building, which is why they need to be tortured, beaten, and destroyed. Destroy.
But is it not a problem that a woman have a smaller brain than a man?
I want to see some shit like June pulled at the end of The Handmaid's Tale when she had that angry mob of women in the woods and they destroyed Fred Waterford.
So we're starting with a really cool example already. Imagine if a guy was saying all these kind of things about all women in the world. Imagine what would happen to the guy. He would end up in jail. Probably, right? Am I wrong? But I imagine nothing happened to this lady, but I have a feeling that we're going to find out.
You know what this is? This is nonsense. How do we deal with nonsense?
Andrew Tate, think about the stuff that he said. The guy was banned everywhere, right? And what was he really talking about? Body count. He was talking about femininity. You know, he was labeled a misogynist. This woman is saying that she wants to kill and men with her bare hands. She wants to lead the charge. She wants them beaten, killed, destroyed. This video is still up.
That doesn't even make sense, really.
Let me tell you something. Hearing some fucking brain-rotted, dime-a-dozen, performative, man-hating feminist give you the worst possible fucking take you've ever heard in your entire life, but putting it to some emotional music on a clip is about as predictable as fat influencers lying about what they eat, or fitness influencers lying about their natty status. These are things that are ubiquitous in online spaces. I see this shit all the time, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed it. When she's talking about torturing and murdering men, there's emotional music in the background because somehow she's a victim here, right? And then you look at the comments. Literally every one of the comments looks like this. I mean, the lack of fucking awareness, the ignorance, you have to do some serious mental gymnastics and live in some serious cognitive dissonance to make a clip like this, talking about torturing and murdering half of the population, while also implying that you're the benevolent ones, that life would be better if men weren't around. It's fucking insane, dude. And this is the double standard, bro. When I first started this channel, I kind of was wondering about the double standards, and I went on TikTok and I remember searching women are better than men. I wanted to do a test. I searched women are better than men, and it gave me a whole bunch of results. And then I searched men are better than women, and it didn't give me any results. And if you know anything about TikTok, you know that if you search for something against standards, it just doesn't give you results. So basically, it's showing you the double standard that exists online. This being up online shows you the double standard. Now, I think they've fixed that men are better than women thing on TikTok since then, but still, this is the last time I checked, this is still up. It's fucking insane, bro. But look, when I saw this, I went and looked at some of her other content, and she really is fucking insane. Check this out.
When you start quantum jumping...
What? What did you just say?
When you start quantum jumping...
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Everyone is gonna start looking at you like you're a freak in public, okay?
And you just have to realize they're looking at you because you're at a high frequency. And they don't know it consciously, but that's the reason. You're vibrating at a higher frequency than everyone else around them, and that's why they're noticing you. Like, it's literally how the Matrix was formed. It's all code, and it's all meant to keep you feeling small, okay?
Guano! That sounds so familiar.
Like I said earlier, nothing happened to this lady. Absolutely nothing. And it's interesting they bring up Andrew Tate earlier. Maybe it was on purpose from Mankind, because she mentioned the Matrix. Like, is it not what was Andrew Tate's like slogan, like exit the Matrix or something like that? Because, but it actually meant something different that she's actually meaning. I think she really means the Matrix from the movie. But Andrew Tate means like exit your coding, exit your norms, exit the standards, because the standards are getting wacky out there. It's crazy, the standards of today. But yeah, I agree with Mankind 100%. Like, it's crazy. When I started doing this channel, me as well, it was more about, and still is more about, me learning to speak better English. I think I'm getting better every single video because it's practice. That's how it should be work. But the more you see this kind of content, the more real you realize, holy moly, what is going on? This is crazy. It is crazy, and in the same time, it is interesting, sadly. But what I want to know, like, what happened to the lady to that point that the way she's talking, like, there has to be some kind of experience behind all of this personality, let's say, and it's interesting. It is interesting. It would be interesting to know, like, what led to the kill all men. Let's just start murdering. And it's not me saying it. It was her. She was saying it.
In the movie, the Matrix were used for our body heat, but here in this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
It's all code, and it's all meant to keep you feeling small, okay?
Define irony.
If you didn't catch that at the beginning, she's talking about quantum jumping, bro. And ironically enough, the Matrix. Who does that remind you of? And here's the funny thing, is like they've made dozens of, you know, news articles and magazine articles, hit pieces on national news, movies and documentaries, and Emmy award-winning TV shows about, you know, demonizing the red pill and how toxic it is, and lumping it all into one big bucket. So we're basically, we're all related to people like Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate, instead of, you know, Jordan Peterson or Andrew Huberman or, you know, Chris Williamson or whatever. Meanwhile, there have been virtually zero news stories or movies or anything in mainstream media about this type of shit. In fact, 4 days after they released Inside the Manosphere, the documentary, Drew Afualo, one of the biggest, most toxic, misandrist influencers, was at the Oscars shaking hands and interviewing celebrities. It's fucking wild, bro. It's fucking wild, the double standard.
In case you didn't get the double standards, let me point it out for you. A lady who wants to kill all men, she gets hyped, she gets praise, she gets promotions. A guy who wants people just live their better lives and make better choices, he gets cancelled. This is what we are talking about here.
You're pretty unstable.
Did you just call me pretty? Did you just call me pretty?
Wow, you really hear what you want to hear.
Ignore all the red flags if the girl is hot. Be a man.
Check, did that. Boom!
I'm a man.
If you're a woman, this is the #1 reason your startup will fail.
It's like basic science, you know, like.
And not to beat a dead horse around the bush.
Who the told you that's how you say that? Okay, there's two separate things. You can't put the horse and the bush together. You can't make this shit up. right? And then just pass it off as something that, oh, we all know that. F you.
Misandry isn't a thing because misandry rarely, if ever, results in violence towards men.
You fucking sure about that?
I'm so ready for the day when a large, massive, angry, raging mob of women kill these motherfucking men with their bare hands.
Meanwhile,
Misandry isn't a thing because misandry rarely, if ever, results in violence towards men.
Oh, you're a fucking genius, huh? Who forged your transcript, dickhead?
You have defined bigotry out of existence the moment that its effects are not the particular form of violence that you have chosen to notice. You're just creating this arbitrary ethical baseline that allows you morally to do all of the abuse before violence to men. Do you not crusade against, like, psychological and mental abuse against women as well? You're basically saying that only if violence occurs should we fucking take anything seriously. You just don't apply this standard consistently, ever. It's just an excuse to be terrible to men.
Bingo. That's it. This is proving what I was saying the other day, that these women, they create definitions, right? They, instead of like looking inward, being introspective and realizing, you know what, my worldview here is a bit flawed. No, instead of that, what they do is they create a definition in their mind. They create a different reality where their belief or whatever it is actually correct. And so that way they can hold on to their hate or their toxic beliefs or whatever it is and still have the illusion that they maintain moral high ground. This is another thing that happens all the time in this space. The all men logic, a real man does this logic. The way they explain away misandry. And the funny thing is, like, when women think like this, it's usually pretty easy to pick apart their arguments because they'll use the same flawed logic in their arguments as they use in their head to convince themselves that there's nothing wrong with their misandry, even though they're complaining about misogyny. For instance, by her logic right here, her logic being basically that misandry doesn't matter because misogyny is worse. By that logic, if we look at crime in society, women's issues shouldn't matter. Because murder is the worst crime there is, for argument's sake. And the primary victims of murder are men. 81%, wide margin, 81% worldwide. So women's issues should not matter. The only thing we should be looking at is violence against men, by her logic. But I don't think like that because I'm not fucking retarded.
So I hope if you ended up watching this video right now, that you are not retarded and you don't think like that. All issues matter, all lives matter, and holy, I'm kind of speechless a little bit, but it's understandable because what he's saying is true. I can't think of anything to go against it. I'm really trying to find an argument that goes against it because for the video's sake would be like a good continuation, but I can't think of anything. If you can think of anything, please let me know down in the comments, okay?
Why did you choose her over me?
You really want to know?
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Stop.
yeah, you better get the fuck on.
John?
Yeah.
I want a divorce.
What?
I want a divorce.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
You get everything else you want. You fucking spoiled bitch. So I give this to you too. Take it. Take it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Why?
What's ludicrous?
What's ludicrous? International Women's Day.
Why?
You just asked me to put a post out saying, can you please put something out about International Women's Day? A, I'm not a woman, and B, it's an absolutely ludicrous holiday. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's a thing for people to post about to get likes. And I am not doing it. Feel me all you like. It's not a real thing. There's no card. You can't buy a card for it in a card shop. No one buys flowers for International Women's Day.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should buy them for me.
Pardon?
Why you should buy them for me?
I do everything for you. Every day. Every day for you is International Women's Day. I live with 3 women. My life...
Women?
Yes.
Women?
Yes.
Women?
My life
Women.
revolves around women.
Women?
Every single day is International Women's Day. When's International Man's Day? I'm lucky to get a card on Father's Day.
The great injustice has occurred, okay?
Oh, that was a perfect example of another double standard. Like all you women, you expect to have every day to have a special day for you, but the guy is working his ass off for 3 ladies in one household, meaning they have 2 daughters, and he is lucky to get a Father's Day card. A freaking card. Let it sink in. Let it sink in.
Das hübsch, kann ich deine Nummer haben?
Nein.
Oh,
Gen Z men are more misogynistic than their fathers.
What? I am truly shocked.
We are both shocked.
Gen Z men are more misogynistic than their fathers. You've probably all seen the data by now. But there's a couple of conversations that are missing.
Yeah, no shit.
Gen Z men were most likely to say that a working woman was most attractive, and yet they were also more likely to say that a woman should obey her husband. She shouldn't appear too independent, and that's cognitive dissonance.
I wonder what could have happened.
Call men stupid in every possible way that you can. Let's call men stupid again. F it.
You know how good it feels to come home and just focus on eating my fucking burrito instead of hearing about a man talk about his day that I don't give a fuck about?
And they want women to be successful, but just not too successful, or more than successful than them. Internalized hierarchy with male supremacy at the top. And the second thing that I really noticed is that it's not just a Gen Z problem. On most of the measures, millennial men were just as misogynistic. The numbers were marginally lower, but the pattern was the same. Lucky millennials. And what's the one major change between Gen Z millennials and the older generations? The internet.
That's right. And I also learned from the internet.
In case you forgot that men are awful, I posted a video.
Man is staring at you, just say to him, I'm sorry, I don't have any change.
More women need to hit men, often and hard.
Which is why they need to be tortured, beaten, and destroyed.
I'm tired, boss.
It's almost as if like a part of their brain is missing. Like an entire part of reality is just invisible to them, or they're like willfully ignorant of it. Like she's talking about it, internet, you're almost there, implying that is like Andrew Tate, we got to do something about this manosphere. Okay, I'll grant you that there are toxic parts of the manosphere. Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines, those guys, they're not good role models. They're right about some things, but they're terrible role models. I just don't understand how these women refuse to acknowledge the fact that these kids or these boys or men or whoever watching Andrew Tate, they scroll for hours. They scroll past, for every one Andrew Tate, there's like 100 women posting misandrous content. And that's because misandrous content is not on the fringes, it's ubiquitous, it's socially acceptable, it's fucking trendy. They shoot themselves in the foot because they advocate, they like champion this shit, they defend it, they will never give it up because they should be allowed to be misandrous. So it's all over the place. It's just normal women that post misandrous shit. So for every one Andrew Tate video these guys see, they're seeing 10, 20, 30, 40 misandrous videos. You think that shit doesn't push them further towards that space? Doesn't radicalize them? I know this shit because I make these fucking compilation videos. I know how much misandrous content is out there. It just blows my mind how it's like, it's like they see the pieces of that, they see what they want to see, bro.
First of all, I felt to say it earlier, but also I think like Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines and more role models. Role models, did I say it correctly? Role models, they are really bad ones. They are like over the top. Of course, they say many correct things, but imagine you're a young man scrolling through the TikTok, like you said. You say 10 women, beautiful women, you normally, or just fucklies, and then keep saying kill all men, and then comes along Andrew Tate, like be masculine, embrace women who have feminine characteristics. Did I say correctly, right? A lot of new words. And embrace them. Imagine that young guy thinking. And it's so interesting that all those young women who making this misandry content, you don't understand that. The more you make that content, the more of that type of men you're creating. because everything today is online. Everything. It's a little bit crazy for me because I'm probably getting too old, but like, it's what goes around comes around. Yeah, and this is what it reminds me.
पहले तो ये देख लो, ये लड़की है और इसको देखना, ठीक है? ठीक है। ये लड़का है, ये लड़का है।
Okay. Yeah. That tracks.
The idea that women are always unsafe, and particularly always unsafe around men, it's just, you know, good luck ever going on a successful date. Good luck ever meeting someone. I mean, what a completely misanthropic and unreal, you know, positioning of what men and women's relationships are. So way to screw up young people if you want to do that. But probably most importantly, a panic about women's safety is the number one enemy to, never mind the men, a panic about safety is the number one enemy for women's freedom and women's liberation.
Monkey brain. Man, woman, equal. Man good at something, bad at something. Woman good at something, bad at something. Man, woman, together, good at everything. We are whole when we are together. We are pieces when we are separate.
Ooh.
And so together we complement each other.
Ooh.
I provide for woman, so woman help man be better man, and man make woman life easier, so woman be happy.
Total mind blow. This is not a rocket science project.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you guys. I go around the island. I take photos of strangers. I was wondering,
dude, bro. Who's gonna tell you no? What's up, bro?
I was wondering, can I get your portrait?
Yeah.
Everybody I photograph, I ask one question to. What is the biggest piece of wisdom you've learned in your life?
Biggest piece of wisdom? You're a direct reflection of the top 5 people you hang with. Keep good company. If you got nothing to do with my romance or my finance, and you don't enhance or advance my life, you got no chance. Feel me?
What was your name?
Lonnie, brother. We live in a world where everyone's grouchy and, you know, talking mean about each other, and just, you gotta feel positive energy.
Hey feminists, can you please stop telling all the men to stop sexualizing us? Some of us are still trying to get laid out here.
5 million blind people in the world right now. Let's make that 0.
We're talking about genocide on a Saturday morning. Love it. Let's do it. They'll never see us coming.
Won't you fly free bird, yeah.
Oh, you bitch!
I'm getting sick of them doing this. But I fixed it for you. Of course, I found the full explosion. It's great.
My man.
Yes, my man. This is what I wanted to see. It's so funny. All those ladies, you think we want to see you in bikinis. We have seen ladies in bikinis. We have seen it. We want to see the explosion. That's more fun than you just standing there in your bikinis. Anyway, this is it for me. I think we learned a lot in this video. Another reminder, just be kind to each other. Let's stop being a misandrist and misogynists and hating people. Let's be like Lonnie. Just be kind to each other. And you're sort of that's bad English, but you are the reflection of the 5 people, best people in your life. That's true wisdom, dude. But, and I like the bike being pink. That was funny as well. But the wisdom was there. The wisdom was there. Anyway, this is it for me. I will see you on the next one and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye, bye, bye.
Yes! That's awesome!
That was the climax,
I am
really.
so confused.
Oh my god, it was amazing. It was mostly sexual.
Age 5, you go to school, and school is fun because you make friends, but school is hard because they give you homework. And you start to learn a few things, and those things turn into a job. Maybe that job becomes a career someday, and before you know it, you've learned quite a few things. You've met quite a few people. Maybe you find someone or a group of people you want to spend your time with, and your life is looking pretty great. But it's looking pretty full. You see, one thing grown-ups are always good at is remembering to fill our calendars. And one thing we're terrible at is leaving enough room for wonder. To be okay with not having it all figured out, and that's all I ask of you tonight. It's not going to take much effort, just a little shift in your perspective. But if you're willing to play, I promise you, it will be fun. But most importantly, you will find that in the midst of all that great stuff, it is still quite possible to leave yourself just enough room for wonder. And if you're willing to go on the journey with me tonight, well, then I'm going to try to show you some things that before tonight maybe seemed impossible.